ready to go. It's the Joel and Randy show. Hey, you bitches and hoes, it's the Joel and Randy show.
All tea, all shade, Texas made.
It's the Joel and Randy show. Baptist ladies clap.
Hello there.
Hello.
Another show.
Another
day.
show. Another day.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling, girl?
Girl,
I guess that's how we're feeling.
The allergies stole my voice. No, I'm not the clamped, honey. I'm just. Oh. No, all this pollen, girl. Oh, all this pollen. And as I say every week, honey, the struggle is real. There's always some kind of struggle. And the struggle today is apparently pollen.
Well, let me tell you something. As human beings, it's always a struggle. You wake up in the morning and you're like, another day that I have to throw myself into the world and try to make it so I can go to bed when I get home.
You know what you should do? You should do what I do. Drink your ass to sleep.
Well,
I don't do it every night.
Well,
just 3 times a week.
I spend a lot of time on the internet reading a lot of stuff on how to sleep better, how to take care of my skin, how to do this. Because we are older girls.
Well, you know what Jerry Seinfeld had said years ago? With me, it's not internet, it's internet. And that's me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jerry Seinfeld. Still cute, by the way.
But I'm a tech geek, and the internet is very important to me. And I cook with the internet. I read news on the internet. I look for little life skills and plans to help me do stuff on the internet. Now I know that it's.
I don't cook. I don't use the internet. I get all of my news from Inside Edition
and TMZ
and don't forget Dish Nation.
Well, I'm not, and that's the funny part is that you are. Television is very important for you.
It's my company.
Whereas
the time.
Whereas
Netflix and all that girl.
Yeah. Whereas the internet is very important for me as well. I mean, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't watch a lot of local news and this and that. I read all my news on the internet. I go to certain websites that I like to go to that I read my news on, but I also explore a little bit of the Washington Post and CNN and all this other stuff. I even read Fox News every now and then just to see how ridiculous they are sometimes.
Ain't nothing wrong with damn Fox News, except for those women with their titties hanging out. What are we on Telemundo and shit? What's going on?
Obviously,
shout out to Telemundo because those bitches' titties are out.
Obviously, this is what Mr. Trump wants to see when he watches his Fox News, so I guess that's the way it has to go. Yeah. Even though Fox had literally just gone through a sexual harassment scandal over the last 2 years. And you still seem to have not learned your lesson by putting these blonde bimbos on your show and calling them journalists.
They're cute, though. I don't need to see all that damn cleavage, girl.
That's a lot of cleavage.
That's a lot of cleavage, girl.
You're only satisfying 80-year-old men on Viagra who watch your show, so I don't understand why you would even do it.
Well.
And as a woman, honestly, to be on Fox News, how can you be taken seriously?
Listen, I don't have a problem with Fox News. I don't know what this motherfucker's talking about. I love always news.
Now, I can go back to past episodes. We have had our discussions about Fox News before.
Yes, but I can't
really call. I find Fox News to be more entertainment than news.
I'm not a political person at all, but.
It's like watching The Daily Show, but for conservatives. That's what I find.
No,
but when your whole news
is completely biased.
Well, so I'm sorry, and Fox News is not. When you have Mr. Donald Trump calling you up on the phone to congratulate you on your news source,
you need to lay off that motherfucker and let him try to run this country as best he can.
Okay, well,
guess what? it ain't helping that everybody's always on his ass. And
what did he think was going to happen?
He makes a fool out of himself every day on that damn Twitter.
Well, he's starting to do it on TV now. See, now he's entering your space now.
I know. And Roseanne was not happy. She was not having it. I saw her on TMZ.
Oh, really?
And she had said she was getting on an elevator, and they said, "What do you think about Donald Trump saying that he was responsible for your ratings?" And she said, "It's all me. It's all on me.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do with this shit." So I agree with Roseanne.
Yeah.
But anyway, we need to get off this political shit because you know how uncomfortable I am talking politics.
You are never uncomfortable talking politics.
Yes, I am.
You like to say that you're uncomfortable talking politics.
I am.
But you are never uncomfortable talking.
Speaking of
talking politics, I'm sorry.
Uncomfortable. Today is a solemn occasion. It's the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes, yes.
And nobody didn't like Martin Luther King. My father, his father, my grandmother, everybody who had a brain in their head loved Dr. Martin Luther King.
You realize that the people that you're describing grew up in the Old South. So for them to like and respect him, knowing that they also went to places where there was whites only, coloreds only, there were certain attitudes towards people to respect him and like him as a person in the South at the time, that's actually very, very important.
Yeah.
That's very important. And I'm
hard.
very proud.
My grandmother actually, and I'm not playing the best friend chord. I'm just saying that my grandmother was very, very close to a black family. All of them. She would, what they say, some of my best friends are black people.
It's fine. Just
my
tell
grandmother
the story.
was a very, very sweet lady, and she was also very Southern, but being Southern does not make you a racist. She loved everybody, and she loved this family, and they broke bread together, and that's the way my father and both my parents grew up. But mother grew up in New Orleans, and dad in Tennessee. Ooh, girl, Tennessee.
That's two different kinds of the South right there. New Orleans and Tennessee are two different kinds, because New Orleans is a place of its own.
Oh, yeah.
It is a completely different place.
Mother grew up in the Irish Channel area. They were very, very poor. And dad grew up in a middle class area of Tennessee. And the neighbor that I'm speaking of, she was a nurse, and her husband, was a janitor. But she was probably the breadwinner in the family. But you didn't talk about that back then.
No, you didn't talk about that, and which is why I like. I think we talked about this maybe on an episode or two ago, where I told you that I was reading an article about the fact that Southern youth want to get away from the old ideas of how the South is perceived, and want to get away from the ideas of the Confederate flag and all that other stuff. They don't want to be a part of that anymore.
Right.
They want a new South. They want a better South. And I think, and like I said, I think last week you said, ooh, millennials are going to really give it to us. We are in the middle stages of our lives. So I think whatever the millennials decide to do with the future will benefit us.
Well, I hope so.
It will benefit us later on.
I said it in the last episode. Rod Serling had that girl. I think Rod Serling's probably right. These motherfuckers can line us up against the wall. They don't have to pay Social Security if they kill our asses. And they might, heartless bastards that they are, do that. Because they are heartless. They are heartless. They are hollow shells of people. And
are you talking about millennials?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
God help us.
God, God help us, because we probably deserve it. I'm sorry to say this, we probably deserve it. After everything that we've done to fuck over millennials.
We ain't fucked over no damn millennials.
Oh, you think we haven't? Oh.
No, millennials, we have not fucked you over. In fact, we've given them too much. And that's the problem.
That what it is? Is that what it is?
Yes.
So we've given them
everything.
We've given them.
If this bitch says global warming, I swear I will hurl my Texas tea at her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that shit. We are not responsible for global warming, bitches.
We work in an industry where
we did not start the Aquanet craze of 1955.
Mm-hmm.
We did not do that shit. I would be driving an electric car if I could afford a goddamn car.
Dear millennials, line us up against the wall and
Line
shoot us
up.
up and start yourself a new future. Just do that. Just do that. Just say fuck it to everybody over 40. Line them up against the wall, shoot them, and start all over again, because that's exactly what you're going to have to do.
You know what? You're going to have a hard time shooting me before I shoot you, bitch.
That's fine. He'll be living a fantastic life in Costa Rica or Mexico, because that's where he's going to have to run.
I have a gun,
Run
bitch.
to.
I will shoot you first. I got a gun for your ass.
Line them up, shoot them all. That's what I say. Millennials, you have a good future. You map out your future. You don't even have any damn
children.
I don't care.
Well, you need
as
to
long
stop.
I want my nieces and nephews to have a good future. And if my nieces and nephews have to be on the firing line,
I've met one of his nieces and I like her, so she's a good girl. So.
Has to be on the firing line. I say shoot away.
No,
just shoot away.
I don't know why this motherfucker is trying to get killed, but not me. I will fight you.
Because I want the young people to really start standing up and changing their world.
Oh,
you can roll your eyes all you want to.
I can't help it roll my eyes because that's stupid.
Really?
Let's
tell the story of how you have to get.
I believe
2
children
shots.
are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Fuck that shit. Whitney, bitch, how far did that shit get you?
Well, it didn't get her very far because the one child that she had is now dead due to her, due to what her generation has done. Yes, exactly.
You know it was her boyfriend. Everybody out there within the sound of my voice knows that motherfucker killed that girl trying to get some notoriety, his own damn reality show. She died the same way her mother died. Bitch, that does not happen. Died in a damn bathtub, drove over some shit.
Sounds like the parents teaching the child. Sounds like the parents teaching the child, and guess
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Shoot them all, millennials.
Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter. Anyway.
Which is odd, considering that most of the millennials want guns to be taken away anyway, but not taken away.
No,
taken away.
Nobody has any damn business with an AK-47.
Thank you.
You are not shooting a deer or a damn rabbit.
Here's how,
or whatever.
Here's how I see it.
With an AK-47 or whatever the hell it's called, automatic weaponry should be banned. Period.
I like the fact that we spend,
unless you're in the damn army,
the first 20 minutes of our show talking politics and everything else, because that's all I want to talk about in the first 20 minutes.
Politics, y'all know I don't.
So the thing is that unless said deer and said rabbit have decided that they are going to now have to start defending themselves by going out and buying AK-47s,
right?
And then we have to have an AK-47 to defend ourselves against the rabbits and the deer. That's when I can see that's what you need an AK-47 for.
And I just did the gay queen snap out of.
But I'm not seeing that anytime soon.
No.
So you don't need an AK-47 for any reason whatsoever.
No, you don't.
I don't mind you having a little shotgun. Hey, I don't mind you having a gun in the first place.
Got it.
Ain't nobody said that. This talk about taking away guns needs to stop. Ain't nobody said anything about somebody walking up to your front door trying to take your fucking gun. We just want you to know how to use your